This week on CBS 11, we've been focusing on matters of a healthy heart, and I was contacted earlier this week by our guest today via Twitter. Kristen Archiga is 31 years old and has already had 3 open heart surgeries. And Kristen, we've been chatting. You had to live very deliberately as a young person and as a young adult now. Tell us a little bit about your condition. It's called the silent killer.
It's hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Silent killer, you see it a lot like in the athletes. They'll be playing basketball or football and then you'll see them collapse on the ground. And it's just their heart gets overstimulated, overworked, and their heart basically stops.
And for you as a child, you were undiagnosed for the first 3 years of your life. They didn't know what was wrong with you. You were sick all the time.
I was sick. I was turning blue, couldn't breathe, just sick, and my mom, took me doctor after doctor and could not figure out what was wrong.
But you had your first open heart surgery at 3 years old.
3.5, around 3.5.
And then again a couple years later.
5.
And then because you were a grown up, you had to have another surgery.
At 19, yeah, after I graduated high school. I noticed the last year of high school, I was short of breath. I only took 5 classes because I couldn't last any longer. And I went in like about 9 and I was done at 12. I just couldn't do it. So it was, and then I went back to the doctor and they did a heart cath and they said, it's time to change your valve. So.
And you've had to make some pretty hard decisions too. Most recently, the doctors told you that having a baby could kill you.
Could kill me. He says, I have a patient who just had a baby and the baby's 9 weeks old and she's on the heart transplant, or the mother's on the heart transplant list. So I made the decision to have a partial hysterectomy. I have everything but my left ovary. And I'm hoping to use that for a surrogate. And
you're engaged to be married. You've lived longer than doctors told you were going to live.
Yep. They told me I wasn't going to live past 11. I'm 31.
That's amazing.
So, but, I have to live each day like it could be my last because it's a silent killer, so you never know.
And for those watching at home, again, there are all kinds of forms of heart disease. That's the big lesson from today. But what would you tell people who may know nothing about heart disease or may even have symptoms themselves?
The warning signs, like if you get winded while swimming, playing sports, doing daily activities around the house, chest pain, call your doctor. That's not normal.
Right.
The shortness of breath is the main thing.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be somebody who's older. You're a young person.
Young people.
Yeah. All right.
Really young people.
Well, we're appreciating you coming in today so early for us, and
it's very early.
Thanks for tweeting me too.